next year. Piers Morgan.
It's been very interesting watching the rise of UKIP from America, where I've been the whole time it's been going on, because looking from the outside, my initial reaction was, like most people, probably a bunch of crackpots, this isn't going to last. And then slowly but surely they gathered momentum, and I tried to work out why this was happening. And I think the answer is that the British people are basically fed up with mediocrity. They look at the leaders of these three parties and they see three very similar sounding, similar looking, white, middle class, middle-aged, quite posh gentlemen who seem to have no relation to the real world. You've got Mr. Boring, you've got Mr. Weird, you've got Mr. Useless. And along comes Nigel Farage, who, for all his faults, and he's got faults, he seems like a regular guy. He is a guy you can go down the pub to. He's a guy who puts a pint on his head. And you can kind of understand why a lot of people in this country, particularly working-class people, look at him and think, yeah, he's making sense. And he's been very clever, very smart as a politician. Two issues. Focus on two things, Europe and immigration. Two issues which I think most people have concerns about. And they're right to have concerns about them. And so I think that the rise of UKIP has been a very good thing for the democratic process in this country. I think it's shaken up Westminster, it's shaken up the main parties, but there comes a point where you've got to look at them and say, if they're a protest vote, I'm all in favour. But the moment you start to take them seriously as a party that can govern, I think you've got massive problems. Because I tried to find out what else UKIP stood for, other than get out of Europe and send all the foreigners home that we don't like. And I just did a little quick check on Google, and it was
not a
basically
great information source.
Well, end gay marriage, cut all taxes, ignore climate change, and bring back handguns. And I thought, are we serious? Is this a serious party? So the question is, can there be another UKIP earthquake in a real general election? A lot will depend on the three parties and how they respond to this threat. But UKIP, and I'll be interested to hear what the lady to my left has to say, has to wake up and take itself more seriously, and has to present now policies coming on the momentum they've built up, which can actually resonate a lot more than just Europe and immigration.
And briefly, if it does that, can it cause another earthquake, or well, is it in with a chance?
Certainly, it's indisputable they've caused an earthquake, and I think it's a good thing. I think they've shaken things up. Can they do it again in the general election? I don't know. I mean, I think that... Do they really want to stand for more than Europe and immigration? Because I don't believe the next election will be fought on that. I think it'll be fought on the economy. Do they want to expand to that or not? I think it's an interesting situation we're in, and I congratulate Nigel Farage for coming this far, but I'm worried by what lies underneath UKIP and whether actually it sustains itself.
All right. We'll come to UKIP in a moment. Margaret Curran.